watching Dragon Ball Super the other day, and something that just became apparent to me is that I'm very confused in terms of the chronology of it. I don't know, like, when does this take place? Does it take place before Battle of Gods and before Resurrection of F? Because Lord Beerus doesn't... He was having a hard time remembering Super Saiyan God the other time. And then Videl, I don't think she's pregnant yet. And we know she's pregnant in Battle of Gods, because that's how you activate the mode, right? But then in Resurrection of F, like, Piccolo is babysitting the baby. And the thing here is that by the end of Resurrection of F, Goku and Vegeta, both of them are still not even close to beating Beerus. So I don't know what's going to happen with that, because Lord Beerus, as we all know, is a casual planet buster. So if you can clarify the chronology, I would be really thankful. And the reason why I need a fact check is because, I don't know if you know this or not, but Screw Attack has announced that they will be doing a Superman versus Goku rematch. It's premiering this Saturday, part 2. Listen, I think the timing for this fight pretty much guarantees a massive flame war, no matter the result. Because you got the DBZ fanboys surfing on the Dragon Ball Super wave, so they're coming in hard. But then you got the DC fanboys riding the wave of the trailer that was released a couple days ago. So the hype for both of these heroes is at an all-time high. Just to give you my brief thoughts on the Batman v Superman trailer, it looks great. Like, visually, it looks stunning. I don't know, I doubt it's going to be a very strong story just because of the characters that you're introducing or that you're just shoving into one movie. But honestly, I think just seeing Wonder Woman alone should justify the price of admission. Because that sets up Justice League. And it's the same thing for me with Suicide Squad. Like, honestly, the star of that trailer to me is not the Joker. It's Harley Quinn. So it's a verse that's being constructed, obviously, to be able to compete with Marvel. And I'm really excited because I think it's finally time for DC to be able to get some spotlight. Because I don't think it's gotten it ever since the Nolan Batman trilogy. Now, when it comes to Goku versus Superman, there's a couple things that I have questions about. First of all, I don't know how they're going to calculate these characters' stats. I really don't know, especially because Dragon Ball Super hasn't ended yet. And if Goku pulls something in that series that they didn't use in the calculations, people are going to be pissed. And when it comes to Superman, see, this is the problem with comics, or that I have with them in general. Not because I hate them, actually, I really want to get into them. But whenever I go to the bookstore, there's the manga section and there's the comic book section. And the comic book section doesn't have any type of chronology. It's all over the place. Whereas if I pick a manga volume, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So when you're reading these Japanese comics, you know what's up next. You can just count. When it comes to comics, you have different authors, different artists, having different versions of the same character, and it's like, what the? That being said, there are some amazing standalone comics, like The Killing Joke, Watchmen, a lot of really good comics that by themselves are fucking incredible. And let me just disclose the fact that whenever I hear the question, Goku versus Superman, I am literally torn in half. I don't know who to cheer for because, okay, let me just come clean. I think Goku is the better character out of both of them, but Superman to me is the better symbol, if that makes sense. Part of me wants Goku to win because he actually puts in the work. You know, he doesn't take the easy way out, which kind of cost him the other fight because Superman had the kryptonite in front of him. People aspire to be like Goku because when shit gets real, he can be a goofball, but he can also get really badass. And it's like, whoa! And then you have the story of Superman, which is that of an immigrant that struggles to fit in and do the right thing, but also be isolated because he can never be one of us. As a teen, I did watch Smallville, you know. There's some pretty good episodes in here. I will not lie and say that it's perfect. There are some seasons that I'm like, whoa, what the... Like, what were the writers trying to do with that? And it is kind of fillery, but I still think that, like, the way Lex is written in that show is fucking perfect to me. I also took the time to memorize the Kryptonian alphabet. Then I also sympathize with people that really, really, really want Goku to win because that's their childhood idol. That's their childhood hero. Like, some people, instead of having a parent, they had Goku. So I wonder if you have this fight and Goku loses again, what's that gonna do? It's like, oh god. But then if Soups loses, the DC fanboys, son. Because in the previous fight, they already said, like, oh, Supes doesn't have any limits, right? But the thing is, like, the thing that makes Goku great, at least to me, is the fact that he pushes himself to overcome those limits. So it's like, so in order for Goku to win, he has to give away a trait that makes him Goku? Like, what? Honestly, both of these characters are gods amongst humans, but that's not what, to me at least, that's not what makes them appealing. To me, a good character is more about their character development, their traits, relatability, their goals, their aspirations, you know, how they treat people, if they have a moral compass or something like that. That to me is way more appealing than who can beat whose ass. So I'm going to try and look at the fight objectively, which I know is something that a lot of people can't do because they either pick one or the other. It's going to be a very, very complicated outcome to follow because, like I said, like Dragon Ball Super hasn't ended yet. There's a lack of information. There's a gap of time that we haven't, you know, we don't know what Goku's going to be able to do after that. There's people that don't even know why his hair turns blue. And then you got the Superman fans who are obviously going to be in the defensive because they're really hyped up because of the trailer, and I can't blame them. So please let me know your thoughts on all of this. Like, do you even think a second fight is necessary? Because I'm hyped for the fight. You know, but again, I'm torn. So, you know, leave me your comments, like the video if you did. I appreciate that. Subscribe to my channel. And yeah, let's see what happens, man. I think they should have used Lord Beerus versus Superman. Hopefully the fanboys don't get too pissed off from either side. God, this is going to be a mess, isn't it?